All right, we're back.
Hello, Ricky.
Ooh, I'm excited, man. We got a game two coming up here in just a second between these two amazing teams. So tell me,
Mhm.
what were your thoughts on game one and what should we look for in game number two?
Game one was a good game of Dota from Southern Methodist University. They came to play. That was rehearsed. That was teamwork, more coordination, communication. My favorite things to see. I'm honestly I'm feeling a little bit biased. SMU is winning me over with that play. What we're gonna see in game two, though, Ricky, is what we're here for. What we're
Right?
gonna see in game two is either a team continuing to be undefeated or a team fighting their way back, showing why they've been undefeated this entire time. It's
I,
not about winning a game, it's about winning the war, and that's what the chain feeders are here to do.
that's true. And the thing is like both these teams, when we say undefeated, right? We don't mean like these guys have gone 2-1 all season long. Both these teams have only dropped one single game each. They have 2-0'd everyone else convincingly all season long. So these these teams are very, very, very experienced. That was considered the second game that UGA has dropped all season. Like that's impressive to say the least. So I expect Georgia maybe to come up with a different strategy here for game two, but we'll see what happens, right?
I'm expecting now. Here's this is the thing with the draft, right? Because the draft is such a mental game. Does Southern Methodist go for the same similar style of draft? Because that was a one-sided game. Do they just say, "Hey, we know how to play this style of Dota. We crushed you with it. You better have figured out how to beat us because we're just going to do it again." They have nothing to lose going into game two. Or do they pull something else out and be like, "You couldn't beat us like that. You couldn't beat us playing this style of Dota. Can you beat us with a new style of Dota? We're going to keep you on your toes."
That's a good point. I think
I
what
guess
we
we're going to find out.
yeah, I guess we will find out. We might see some respect bans after game one, but you know what? If I didn't know any better, I'd say the draft is underway already, correct?
And I would say the Grimstroke's already been banned out, Ricky.
Wow, how fast was that? So let's go ahead. We'll jump right into game number two, starting with the draft here between University of Georgia and Southern Methodist University.
World record Grimstroke ban time. Actually, world record first phase ban time. We're already down to ban 6. Dazzle's been taken out. He is very hard to deal with. He's a good hero. He's in a solid spot right now. And I guess we're just not going to see him tonight.
Yeah, it looks like both teams don't want to deal with the Dazzle. First pick for the chain feeders here could be important.
Mm-hmm.
See what they go
Well,
for.
I would. Is it going to be a PA?
I don't know, man. It doesn't look like that worked out too well last game. It looks like Southern Methodist has an idea of
They
how
knew
to deal with that
exactly
hero,
what they
right?
wanted to do, and that's a big part of the game. Is the chain feeders clearly had a PA strat, PA Magnus opener, but SMU had a counter,
Yep.
Bristleback, and they just put it against the PA, and they shut her right down. Now that is a big reason why SMU managed to steamroll that game. That came down to the first 2 picks. So let's see what happens here. Ogre
Ogre
Magi,
Magi.
okay, not revealing at all. Maybe we'll see another triple. Maybe they'll actually get a quadruple Midas.
Dude. Oh, did you know that when you Midas something as Ogre and it multicasts, that the if you had another hero stack the creep camp, they get a percentage of the Midas gold, not the gold that the creep is worth?
Oh, that's so cool.
So you can
I love that.
if you have someone like stack a creep camp and Ogre like triple cast Midas it, you can get like 100 gold or so onto another hero.
That's pretty cool. I
Pretty
like that.
neat interaction.
I mean, honestly, it's Ricky. I want to be with you. I think that's a stupid interaction, but I like it. Like, I think that's really dumb, but I like it. I just still think the Midas Ogre is so silly. I mean, I'm happy it happens, but I also think it's so dumb.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, Lion, what's new about Lion? I think people are considering him as he could be a spellcaster core now.
Kind of. I think he's still best as a support just because
Hmm.
he offers so much to the team, but he doesn't necessarily dominate a lane super well
Hmm.
as a solo, like as a mid laner or something like that. So I think he's probably still best played as a support, but now he just has late game scaling potential, right? That he didn't necessarily have before.
Yeah. And I mean, Ogre's not a good finger target,
Nope, not at all.
but I'm sure someone will be.
Yep.
And so we have Lion Centaur. I mean, there's some control. They got damage. I like it. Centaurs, once again, SMU going for with picks that were staples of the last patch. And the chain
Awkward.
feeders bringing something new into the mix. Clockwork. So what are your initial thoughts when you see a Clockwork pick, especially in the first phase?
Usually it has to be good against a hero, right? Like you pick Clockwork because he particularly is good at against a specific hero. Um, he kind of owns Lion, right? If like he's a Lion's not a super fast but and a pretty fragile support, so if he
Yep.
can get on top of the Lion and cogs him in, unlikely that Lion will be able to escape. Um, but that's the hard part is getting on top of Lion. He's got 2 stuns and a slow, so we'll see. I
Yeah.
don't think he's exceptional against Centaur because Centaur just has so much health that I don't think he'll
And
ever get the kill.
Aghanim Stampede lets you run over cogs.
Yeah.
Now, the thing that Clockwork screams to me is mid game. Clockwork is not the late game hero. Clockwork wants to win in the mid game. And one thing I've been noticing in this patch, Ricky, is the mid game has been the conclusion for a lot of games. I very rarely see a game go to where I would really consider it late game. Especially with the bracer changes, the mid game it seems to be the end point, and Clockwork is a hero that excels in the mid game. So I actually kind of like this. I'm feeling this Clockwork pick. I'm ready to see some hook shots.
I'd agree. And if we look at just kind of the nature of this patch, right? You have a lot of heroes getting online much earlier. They're able to fight quicker. There's a lot of an emphasis kind of just on stats and your small items so that you can become active. And I think that has a lot to say about this patch, right? In this last patch,
10 seconds.
it was really focused kind of towards that late game style. In this patch, it's you kind of have to have an active role throughout the game if you want to take it. So
It's so much easier to turn your net worth into an advantage, because the gold's only helping you win if you're spending it, and with the buff to all the stats, yeah, it's much easier to come online. Especially if you're get triple Midasing creep camp stacks. Oh, hello
they
SMU.
still the PA.
Let's see what they can do with it. So Clockwork, that's a blade mail builder though.
Dire team pick.
Necrophos, that has Ghost Shroud. However, Necrophos did have his regen is now attached to his aura, not to his death pulse, which honestly feels like a nerf to me.
It's a huge nerf. This hero's lane phase is so important, especially the first few levels, and now this hero has to have Ghost Shroud to be survivable, which means most likely you go 1-1-0 in your first 2 levels, unless you can afford to skip Ghost Shroud so you can actually pick up the aura. Or I'm sorry, yeah, so you can actually pick up the aura. So it's this hero's lane stage just got absolutely wrecked.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Necrophos is when I see the hero, the same way Clockwork
5
screams
seconds
mid game to me.
remaining.
Necrophos, his mid game is important because for the last entire patch, he's been like the regen war, the war of attrition. He plays his lane very slowly and he just out regens you with his harass, with his healing, with his Ghost Shroud, with the magic wand, and just whittles away your regen. But with him having to level his aura, his laning phase takes a hit. Now, Ricky, do you think this is going to be a Centaur support?
No, I think this is most likely. It's got to be a core. I don't think he runs Centaur as a support here.
Because that's a Doom Centaur PA, all 3 cores revealed, and if PA goes down, SMU is going to have a very hard time taking a fight.
Shoot, I mean, it might be a 4 Doom to be honest. If we look
Doom has been picked as a support.
If we think about what they did last game, right? They went a Midas Ogre and a Bounty Hunter. Southern Methodist likes to play greedy, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a 4-position Doom here.
Yeah, I think that's not a crazy thing. Well, what are we gonna see from the chain feeders? So we have is Clockwork can still be played as a support. That would be a double melee support combo, but a very beefy double melee support combo. Ogre Clock. They do need a right clicker on their team, and a right clicker that can deal with PA. Does anyone jump out at you? I mean, do they take the Bristleback and put Clockwork as a support?
Slark's still in the pool, and it's not a bad Slark game. The biggest thing,
especially with Stampede.
Yeah, it's like the biggest thing you have to worry about is Doom. Okay, I'm actually all about this pick. I don't think you. I think
I hate it. You tell me why you love it, and I'll tell you why I hate it.
Okay, I was gonna say I think Drow. A lot of people don't realize the Drow's like weakest part of her hero was her like first 5 levels in the lane stage, and now her lane stage just isn't bad. She actually has a pretty decent laning time with the buffs to her attack speed and with the buffs to Wraithband and stuff like that. So She's pretty
Oh yeah,
good.
Wraith Band buff's probably great for her.
Yeah, so she's just actually way more potent in the early game.
Okay.
But tell
This
me,
is why
why
I
do you think
don't
she's
like
bad?
her. Because Drow is a hero that hates when people get on top of her. PA can get on top of her with her jump.
Mhm.
Doom is a hero that often builds Blink. Centaur is a hero that almost always builds Blink. And Lion is a hero that almost always builds Blink. So those are 4 heroes that can get on top of Drow, not only negating her aura, but also putting her in danger when they get on top of her.
Yeah, I think the PA versus Drow matchup has actually changed quite a bit since the patch. I think Drow is actually much better against PA than she was.
Mhm.
But we'll see kind of what happens. I think you're right in the fact that it is not an ideal Drow game, but I think Chain Feeders might have something up their sleeve here.
They're gonna pick another ranged core because Necrophos. You look at Necrophos with attack speed, and I'm just kind of like, what? I mean, he has Ghost Shroud where he's not allowed to attack out,
Yeah.
and Necrophos is he takes
5
fights long.
seconds
He's not gonna
remaining.
just blow you up with attack speed.
I mean, you know what I want to see.
What do you want to see, Ricky?
It's OD, dude. They're picking an OD right here.
Okay. I mean, it's a save. There's no intelligence. Lion's the only intelligence hero. I could see, you know what? OD is not the craziest thing I've ever heard.
We'll see
We're
what they
going.
ban, and that'll help dictate what it is that they're going for.
Oh, I
Here.
like the TA ban. I think TA could seriously take advantage of the attack speed, although TA would have to worry about Scorched Earth taking her refraction charges.
Radiant team pick.
Okay. Zeus is banned out.
Give it to me. Give me
What is your attack speed of
Outworld
either?
Devour.
And it could also just be a core clock, but I doubt it is. Be something less big.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
Now, Drow's attack speed is to every hero or to ranged
We
heroes?
could see a Rubik, Lina. Okay, well,
I
the
was thinking
safer,
Lina, but she already has attack speed. She
Yeah.
doesn't need any help.
she's a safer pick, I suppose.
She also doesn't like getting jumped on, though.
I
I
still
feel-
think OD would have been dope, but it's fine.
I mean, I think you could say that every single pick of every draft, Ricky, at this point.
10 seconds remaining.
Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right. All right, so Southern Methodist, they need a mid laner here, and they're going against Lina. Tinker is still in the pool.
Tinker could be okay. Tinker against Clockwork, though. Clockwork is great against
You're
Tinker.
right. That is a bad situation.
What about Death's Prophet? Doesn't care about getting jumped on. Another kind of fighter would love Stampede. He can deathball with the team. Oh, they already have. That's assuming Doom or Centaur's a support.
Yeah, I think it's safe to assume Doom's a support. Mirana.
Mirana,
Choose your
okay.
hero.
Okay. So that is an offlane Doom support. That's a position 4 Centaur.
Centaur, you were
Assuming everyone plays the roles they played last game, position 4 Centaur. God, that Doom. Look at that. I love his pose, man. That's fierce. That's someone who's been undefeated and is 1-up on the chain feeder pose.
Yep.
So who's the ideal Doom target? Lina or Necro? Or is it Drow?
It's probably Necro. You don't
Probably
want him
Necro, yeah.
getting a Reaper Scythe off, and you have enough to deal with Lina.
And what is the matchup, Mirana versus Lina? Do you know much about that? Lina is a very strong laner, but Mirana can take off in the laning phase as well.
Yeah, and
Is it going to come down to the arrows?
it's hard to say. Ooh, fancy skin there from the.
I love the
Johnson.
Arcana for PA. It's so good.
Yeah.
Did you play the event, the
No.
contract?
I never even.
You
I don't
didn't
even
play
have
the
the
contract?
I don't have the Arcana, man.
But you weren't around when it came out and they had the contracts?
I was around, but I didn't have the Arcana, so it didn't matter.
But anyone in the game, as long as someone had it.
What?
Oh, as long as someone was using the Arcana, you got to do the contract event for PA when it
I
was
have no
released.
idea. No idea about that.
It was that was such a good event. That was back when I still spammed Earth Spirit every game.
Yeah, I thought you had to have the Arcana for some reason, so I never even bothered.
It just needed to be in the game. Someone in the game had to have it, and then they got to play the contract. Where a random player on the enemy team, they either had to kill them or that player had to kill PA. First one to do it wins.
Interesting.
It was a good event. I thought it was spicy. Added to the game. Well, Clockwork is who I want to keep my eyes on. Obviously, the mid lane is going to be action-packed. Those are 2 heroes with high kill potential. Actually, quite a few here. There's a lot of kill potential this game, Ricky. We're going to have to be on point here like we always are.
Oh, you know it. You know it.
Well, let's get, because there's going to be a lot of fighting. Let's get the introductions out of the way real quick. We already know who's here, but let's give them another introduction out of respect.
Yep.
2
We'll,
Titans.
We'll go back to Georgia here. Smack Daddy playing this sweet Draw Ranger. We've got Pishta playing the Lina in the mid lane. We've got Necrophos being played by Sharp Hunter. The Clockwork that you are keeping your eye on being played by What a Story, Mark. And then we've got Raptor playing this Ogre Magi.
And let me tell you about SMU. On Lion, who's already skilled Earth Spike, we have Ramen Boya. Mirana is going to live it up mid. Quincy, the Dragonite Dominator. Centaur support by Taiga Noob. Doom will be using Doom. That's SMU Fate. And last but not least, the Contract Collector, PA with the Arcana. We see our boy SMU. Ricky, you're looking good.
Wow, what a guy.
There's the most obnoxious taunt in the game.
Yeah, that taunt is...
That's like the double Dark Willow laugh taunt form.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Now we're gonna see a move made. Clockwork Necro. That's actually a really fun lane. I like that. That's a lot of pressure.
I think SMU kind of predicted the lanes and dodged these really well. So they're going to have this Doom Centaur versus this Necro, and then they're gonna
Double
have...
melee versus Necrophos Clock, though?
It's better than putting your PA there.
Sure.
Because you have actually a lot of magic burst between these 2 heroes. So Necro, like if he pops Ghost Shroud to heal up, can get War Stomped into Double Edge with an Infernal Blade, and suddenly, like, Ghost Shroud is not very valuable.
Ah, I see. Now, how do you feel about level 1 Retaliate on Support Centaur?
I don't even know how that ability works.
Okay, so every time he gets hit by an enemy tower or enemy hero, he gains a charge. He can turn those charges into dealing an insane amount of attack damage for 20 seconds. So, he buys a shield and a ton of regen, and all he's going to do is play like an ogre. He's just going to run at the enemy team. They either hit him back and give him Retaliate, or they don't hit him and just get beaten down. This is sick. But Battery Assault he's going to have to watch out for. But, like, how do you deal with it? He's just going to be retaliating on you. Oh, yeah, there he is collecting his charge. Battery Assault is going to be the playmaker of this game.
Mid lane, look at where the lane is at in mid here.
These are 2 crazy guys mid lane. 2 crazy ladies with a lot of damage. And then PA versus Drow in the lane. With Ogre's actually taking a lot of damage. Yeah, Drow goes for Frost Arrow level 1. I'm not used to new Drow.
Yeah, I don't think the aura is worth it at the level 1. Usually the Frost Arrow is nice just for harass.
Doom goes and eats his creep. He's got a War Stomp. And Centaur. I'm just excited to see Centaur turn on Retaliate. Retaliate, he does ridiculous amount of damage. Well,
nice chat wheel.
I love it. It's a good laugh. Very pretty laugh from a pretty lady. Mirana versus Lina. 7-0 on Mirana versus 3-1 on Lina. I don't think we can really take much from the first minute of this lane. This lane is going to be back and forth. It might even come down to the kills in this lane. Because both, like, a good arrow or just a strong Lina play is really going to take this over. I don't think we can make any conclusions from the early game. Whereas, if we take a look at the other lanes and the CS, Drow and PA are actually going neck and neck.
Yep.
Everyone's neck and neck. We're just waiting for someone to tip the scale. So level 3 is going to be where we're going to see something happen.
The thing is, though, Ogre does have four denies in this lane, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, they've kind of worked together to get some denies.
And now look at Centaur top lane. Here we go, and there we go. There's a level 1 Battery Assault. Not too scary, but scary enough. Taiga Noob is not using Retaliate just yet. He's holding on to the charges. Up to 11. Okay, so it looks like the next engagement after he heals up is when he's going to want to unleash on them.
This is interesting. Doom actually goes for the Scorched Earth instead of... Oh, bot lane actually hits the Ravage with the Earth Spike.
And PA's going to turn around on Drow. Here we go. There's a stun now. I don't think you fight the Ogre. He's really strong this early on. PA doing a great job buying time. And there's an Ignite. They're going to stun him up. Cut him up, cut him up, cut him up. That's 2 kills. That's 2 kills from SMU. PA should be fine. But look at the regen. They're going to have to use all the regen, so we're going to see Georgia be in a great position when we return to this lane. What's Drow looking like? Actually, Drow only came back with 1 tango. Okay, okay. Now mid lane, Starstorm comes out, but it looks like Lina was the winner of that fight, as Quincy is quite low.
And Lina's definitely equalized the CS in the mid lane. She was down by a decent amount, but you know, now she's only down by just a couple CS.
And with Phoenix, with Dragon Slave, it's going to be easy for her to get back in. Okay, I'm ready to see the Retaliate come online, but Tiger Noob is just playing it slow for now.
Careful, Earth Spike gonna be used. And
Uh-oh, not again. They're going right onto her. She's a frog. She's getting cut up. She has no way to get out of this except for Ogre buying her some time. She has one tango. She has to play very safe.
Yeah, Ogre's gonna give her one, but he needs to give her a salve is what she needs. Ogre
And
made a great
Centaur?
idea there to pull the wave, but it actually cost him so much.
Battery Assault comes out, but it's a level 1. Now Doom misses his stun. Centaur's just going to back up. Centaur doesn't want to miss his stun as well. It's difficult to get that off with Battery Assault.
Yep. I'm really
Double
surprised
damage
on
top.
the Scorched Earth pickup.
Yeah.
I feel like Infernal Blade would just be much better in this lane.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and actually a game pause where Centaur is just about to stomp on the Necrophos here. Necrophos does not have Ghost Shroud.
He's only level 2.
Level 3 on both of these heroes. Doom goes for 2 points in Devour.
Yeah, that's definitely the build.
But while it's on cooldown?
I think he picked it up before he put it on cooldown. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. We'll assume so. Because, yeah, that spell hurts the cast angle and cooldown.
He has to. He has 12 HP regen right now. He had to pick it up beforehand. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Good catch. Once again, we have a quick pause. Double Wraithband on Drow Ranger, but no regen. Ooh, the Alien Swarm Courier. What courier is SMU rocking? Bottom lane here. Oh, the most recent one. Okay, okay. Fair enough. Now, Ricky.
Yep.
Just kidding. Just kidding. I was going to hit you some trivia, but we're going to get back into this game. So Centaur goes in on Necrophos. There's a Cogs. Not going to do much.
Retaliate damage.
72 plus 71 damage. Ricky, that's 143 if I did my math right. Carried the 1. Yeah, you're not doing anything to Centaur.
Oh my lord.
Speaking of high damage, Morana, 73 plus 73. Let's see what she does. She gets hit by an LSA. Is there going to be a Dragon Slave?
That's
no
a
Dragon
great
Slave.
catch by Pisha there.
Look how fast Lena's
like,
attacking.
I was like,
oh my god!
He was in kill range. I think he was kind of hoping for a high ground miss or something.
Look how the attack bonus for Lena is just... I love this.
Yeah.
It's almost like she has 3 points of level 1 Fiery Soul at all times.
Lion setting himself up for the rune here, but might be a little bit bold.
I think he's going to be
They see the
okay.
clockwork.
Radiant's top
Yeah,
tower
yeah, they
is
know
under
what's
attack.
up. Clockwork is not paying attention to the runes. Okay. And
They're not
Doom,
gonna
that's
get
going to be 4 or 3.
3 so far.
Clockwork goes and gets his. Yes, and Ogre shows up with him. So that's 3 heroes committed to the bottom lane to stop the PA. That means they've given up on the Necrophos.
Under attack.
I think
At
they're
least for
hoping
now.
that Necro can solo this lane, but I don't know how you do.
Now, there's no vision of Lena. Oh, there is. I was hoping for an LSA, but instead she's just going to return to farming the lane. Pink's coming out bottom.
Yay.
Level 2 Clockwork. Uh-oh. Now, they want to catch him. There's a stun from Lion. Likely a Hex to follow. No, Pia's in a very safe position. She can jump to Lion if need be. But, actually, Lena, once again, Quincy dominated.
That's gonna be Luna. Yep.
Oh, God. Can Miranda even come back to this lane?
Clockwork's sitting under tower, taking a lot of damage here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He
Throws
does.
the dagger. Links on
One
top of
more
him.
should
One
do
more
it.
attack.
Yep.
There it is. Now, PA's in danger, though, trading for a
He has
support.
no mana left.
And now
but
Lion taking
Lion
damage
probably
too.
go down here. No more
Yeah,
option
there's the
to it.
Ignite. Taken out. Are they going to go for the PA? I don't think so.
Probably can't turn. Okay.
No, they're just going to take the farm. And Drow
Well,
does
the
have
one
some
for
regen
one,
on
and
him.
honestly, getting the kill onto Drow is probably better for Georgia.
Yes. Oh, well, we actually can check the recap out. Yes, it is. Both
Nice.
XP and gold. And now it's a 1v1 lane. Doom versus Necro. Well, Centaur pulls the creeps back to help his friend out. I guess that's how you deal with the Retaliate. You just leave the lane. Don't let him stack it up.
Yeah.
Surprising Drow doesn't have a magic stick, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. I would expect to have seen that. I think she just wants to get her spreads and stuff online as soon as possible. But
Yeah, just going to
top
stack up on the
lane,
stats.
top
Here we go. Is there going to be a battle? Cogs come out, so does the Infernal Blade. Now, Doom
He
is in a
doesn't
lot
have a
of
devour
trouble.
target. He's actually really squishy until he eats something. He needs to. There he goes.
There we go. And a
38
huge death
health
pulse.
regen
There's the
something.
War Stomp. Is Necrophos in danger? He has Ghost Shroud if he needs it. No one to heal him back up. Doom is going to take this time to salve, actually. Regenerating at 73 in the bottom lane, or mid lane. Another kill by Lina. Very smooth with the top lane battle continues. A double shuriken. Shockwave. There's the war stomp. Doesn't stop the Necrophos. The double edge. Necrophos barely makes it away. And bot Clockwork time to back out.
Look at Lina, though. Coming bot. They did not have a ward to scout this, so...
Lina does not have Laguna, but she just has to hit the LSA. There's the Dragon Slave. One attack, one more, baby. Doesn't even need it. Holy cow. 92 damage.
Going for PA. She does have TP,
find
but
her.
LSA was not used, and except for now.
Oh, they used it. Well, I mean, that's space, right? She had to go home. They're okay with that. Obviously, they'd rather have the kill.
So they didn't kill anyone in the top lane. Necro did get the TP out. Clockwork able to stay here, just soak up some much-needed experience. And then Lina finding a kill in the mid lane and then rotating bot to find the support. So Quincy actually struggling really hard this game as opposed to last game where he was
Is Clockwork in trouble top? He's chasing the Doom, but Doom is scorched earth.
Yeah, and he's got a Devour Tar. He's running around with 23 health regen. This Doom isn't super scared.
So Doom kind of plays like Clinks now. He needs to go eat a creep before he's ready to go.
Yeah, having a Devour pretty much at all times is very important. It is your sustain now because your hero still has like pretty crappy stats and regen, so you need to have a Devour target. Problem is right now he is completely I'm assuming he's got to have some items on Courier.
Oh, they're gonna give it to Mirana first.
Yeah, so
he has
Crown and 2 mangoes.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is
Well, look
under
at
attack.
okay, here we go. We're gonna return bottom. Clockwork is gonna show up bottom level 4, level 6 on Drow. 20% chance to insta kill. There's some pigs coming out. Lion wants to go on the Drow. There is the Earth Spike at the same time as the Gust.
Turn on
Lion's gonna chase, but look at that. With the slow, Clockwork's gonna get on top of him. He's a frog, but there's another slow, a third slow coming out from the Ignite of Ogre and the Battery Assault. Lion's gonna take it out, but he bought a lot of time, pulling all 3 heroes out of lane. Too bad PA wasn't really able to do much with it. Now, top side, we have a Doom on Necrophos getting dove under tower. Lina's here. You gotta get out. You can't deal with Lina, man. This lady is insane. You see what she did to your mid laner? Well, apparently not, because now it just happened to you. Necrophos doesn't even care. Muted, he stays in lane. And he's just gonna regen up with the aura. Lina is Georgia right now.
This Lina's playing super well. And can we just look at last hits and denies right now? Look at where Drow versus PA was. Look what happened.
Oh, hold on. I'm trying to find. I need to scroll down a little bit. Okay, I see PA. Yep. Oh gosh, not looking too hot.
So this
I didn't realize how bad Necrophos was doing though.
Yeah, Necro had a really rough time in that lane. The Doom just, like I said, the Doom Centaur does pretty well against him because he can't really Ghost Shroud efficiently. Rune's coming in 5 seconds, by the way.
Clockwork left. Alright, so Necrophos. Are we gonna see Necrophos, my friend? He's looking for the War Stomp, and he's gonna let Tiger do. Oh, but Lina's here with a haste. Has to hit the LSA, I think. Or just a Laguna. Just a Laguna.
He just
doesn't even need the Laguna. Necrophos, finish that. He's dead. What gets him first? The Lina attack.
Lina with this attack speed buff is just brutal.
Drow's on the hunt bottom lane. No, they're gonna back off. They know the scary lady with the bow is here. Given the attack speed, Lina is doing a great job making use of the attack speed.
They got mid tower too.
Alright, this is Lina's game. Quincy not having the game he had last time. Well,
Necro
Quincy
has Reaper Cycle line. Okay, Pishta needs to be very careful right now.
Oh yeah, there's a stampede. There's a stampede. This is what they need. The Laguna comes out. Quincy's safe.
This is the
hits him. Here comes the stampede. Do they have the follow up here? They got to get the slow on her. There's the Earth Spike. Gonna follow it up with a hoof stomp. There's a double edge and an arrow. She has to die. She has to die. Oh my god, Quincy is gonna get killed. They're backing up. Quincy, be careful. Bishop throws it. Misses Quincy. They're draining her mana, but she's still gonna live. Get away. She's salving up. She's gonna live. Great LSA. Barely hits the center. There's the double hook shot. Let's go. The Battery Assault is not that good against 2 targets, but Dragon Slave is good against 2 targets.
Oh my gosh, what a story, Mark. What a story indeed. Clockwork coming in with such an amazing hook shot, dude. That was wow.
Do you got the number for 911, Ricky? Because Lena's lighting this game up.
Dude. Pishta is just survived that somehow. Very barely, like just, oh my gosh. Such great plays.
You see Alina get jumped on like that and you expect her to die, but she's so far ahead he doesn't even care. Now, look at Clockwork top, level 6. They actually have to use the Doom defensively so he doesn't die. Doom getting a little aggressive, thinks he can turn in, but Ogre reveals himself and Doom knows no. Don't run against 3 people with Doom already used. Line's up here now, but Line's only level 4. And we're going to see a rotation. There's, oh, here we go. Quincy with the Moonlight Shadow showing up behind everyone. We're about to have a 3-on-3.
Quincy needs
Well,
a kill here very badly.
Here we go. Here we go. Earth Spike. They're gonna go on the clockwork of all targets. That's a support. They hit him with the arrow. Do they have the damage though? Starstorm's gonna finish him off. Now they're on the Necrophos, draining his mana and his life with arrows. Doom's gonna stay on the pursuit while Mirana lights him up. There's a Ghost Shroud, Death Pulse, and he's gonna TP out. There's the Earth Spike. Yes, they got him. This might very well be a kill. Everyone's on top of him, dealing damage. They take him out. Centaur shows up just to collect some XP. Now bottom lane, a Yule Scepter comes out. There's the reveal. There's the LSA. There's the Laguna Blade. There's the auto attacks. Look at all the evades.
She attacks so fast. They need to take this tower really badly. Pisha should just go there and kill the tower.
He wants to get the creeps first.
I think Drow, does Drow even need him to kill the tower? Probably, actually.
I think Drow is fine. Maybe Lina can just bait the Drow.
Dire's bottom tower
Lina's looking
is
for
under
more.
attack.
She's hungry, man. Yule Scepter is online.
Are fortified.
3 stacks up, looking for someone to TP. Maybe he's waiting to see if PA will teleport to the shrine when she spawns to farm.
Probably,
Ooh,
actually.
okay.
This is a great idea. She needs to hold the LSA, though, if she does. Nope, she TP's fine instead.
Yeah, but Lina knows that, I believe. If she looks on the minimap. No, PA shows on the minimap now. Only when she's not smoked. I think she shows regularly, doesn't she?
Ooh, she sees Quincy in the mid lane. Ogre there.
Okay. Now the Yule setup on Mirana is a bit tougher because Mirana's gonna spam leap. Centaur is here. Gosh, Ogre's level 5. Lina's level 12. Okay, now we're seeing SMU is getting pushed onto their side of the map.
He TP'd right under a ward, so I think they know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, PA backs immediately.
All right. Centaur is getting very low to some stacks in the jungle. Hello, are you gonna be okay, my friend?
Dire are scanning.
He's gonna go double edge and he might die.
I don't think you can do
Don't
this.
do it! Don't do it! Oh, he hoof stomps double edge. Okay, okay. That was slick. That was slick.
Radiant's
more double
middle
edge.
tower
Do
is
it.
under attack.
Do it, do it, do it. He's regenning. He's regenning. Go, go, go. Don't die to the satyr.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Oh, yeah, feels
That
good.
feels good.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ogre going for the mana boots, not the Midas. Respectable. Here's the Stampede. Is that to run away from a hasted clockwork? I think so.
Yeah, I
Or
think
is
it was.
Oh.
I think PA got worried because of the clockwork. So, wow, and, okay, he forces Moonlight Shadow and Stampede.
This
But
is
top
the
lane,
clockwork we wanna
Necrophos
see.
gonna go down here to the Doom.
Yep, Doom took advantage of that Stampede and put a lot of pressure on him. Look at the last hits, though. I just looked at this now.
Dire's bottom tower has
This is
fallen.
ridiculous. Drow is just a farmer. Because Drow is just providing an aura. She just sits back. Actually, Drow's going Aghanim
She's
Scepter.
got Ags already. Yeah, she's the fastest farming hero in the game with Aghanims.
Dire's bottom tower is under
I
attack.
love that.
So I mean, watch this. Let's just watch this ancient camp.
What ancient camp?
3 seconds and it dies.
Burn.
Nice.
And she keeps going. She's under a ward right now, though. Be
Radiant's
careful.
middle tower is under attack.
If anyone's unaware, Drow's Aghanim gives her an AoE, kind of like a split shot. And we're gonna see actually Ogre gets stunned top. Here comes second stun. There's the they don't go for the war stomp. Doom is walking in though, but Lina's here. Lina wants them. Just make a move. Attack my Ogre. No, they know better than to do anything when Lina's on the prowl.
This Drow just needs to be clearing her own jungle as fast as she possibly can.
I like it. Now what is Drow gonna farm up? What's the item? Now she farms quick.
You
What does
go
she farm
Dragon
for?
Lance into Pike right now. I think
Oh,
you.
Yule's on top on Doom. Here's the LSA to follow, and there's gonna be a Death Pulse, a Laguna. Are they gonna
Yeah, he's
rest in peace?
done. Doom down for 48 seconds.
Now,
Ishta is
the
making
tower-
plays all over the map. Picks up a Blink Dagger now as well. Clockwork. Look,
Oh,
they're gonna
finds the.
find
Oh, misses. Doesn't have sight for
This
that.
is a level 5 lion, by the way.
Yeah, that line was dead. If
Can we just look at
Clockwork hit
hero levels?
it. Let's look at hero levels.
Lion level 5, 60 minutes in the game. This hero really, really, really wants to get his finger
Well-
stacks.
Dire's
And he has a huge
structures
cooldown.
are fortified.
Yeah.
Almost 3 minutes. So he's gonna get it at like minute, what, 17, 18, and then they're not gonna cast it again until 20, 21 minutes into the game. Ugh, he's not happy about that. In the meantime, Alina's about to get her level 15 talent.
Is under attack.
I think they
Tower.
could.
Top tower
Now, what does
is
Alina go?
fallen.
The health or the damage?
Look at Drought. She cleared the whole jungle in like 35 seconds and was like, I don't know what to do anymore. Where do I
Yeah.
go?
I guess we'll go take their jungle. Here's the Stampede.
Saving
Or-
this PA bottom, it
Yeah,
looks like.
scared for PA. Lion desperately trying to get 6. No, Lion, stay mid. Where are you going? He wants this XP. He wants any XP he can get. Ogre's just doing an ancient camp. No, he's stacking an ancient camp. Okay. Lion, my friend. I want to
Radiant's
see the
middle
finger.
tower is under attack.
Now, how's PA doing? It feels like she's spending a lot of time hiding.
PA's
not
doing
doing too
alright.
hot.
She's like not super far behind, but this is not where you want to be as a PA. Like, there's so many heroes on the other team that are really strong against your hero. This Lina Necro, they get you with one combo and a scythe, and you're gonna die, and there's no way to save you. At least
Lina
not
and
until
Drow
Centaur
are-
Ags, which that is not happening anytime soon.
Oh no. Lina and Drow are the benchmark. They're setting the bar very high. They're in
Oh,
their
yeah.
own tier right now.
What, like-
Drow actually overtakes Lina.
Yeah, this, like I said, Drow becomes the fastest farming hero in the game when she picks up an Aghanim Scepter, and they're gonna triple stack actually the Ancient Camp here on the Clockwork. That's just
Oh, that I need to watch this camp get just melted. Drow doesn't even stack her camp.
they actually don't get it stacked. How do you stack that camp anymore? I feel like you pull up most likely.
Yeah, you gotta pull up. Gotta do the dangerous way.
Oh well, and the camp is gone.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Okay, smoke. Here we go. Is there a blink on Centaur? Yes, there is.
Yeah, he
Stampede's
just got
down
it.
for 20.
At the same time, UGA smokes bottom. They're gonna try and go find this PA. They scan
Well-
it, don't see her.
Oh, both are smoking.
PA
TP's out. She's gonna show top lane.
Drow is in a very... Wow, okay, well, one shot's a creep camp. She's in a bad position right now. If she gets scouted by a ward, they see her right
They
now.
see her. They see her. They see her. They see her. There's the Stampede. There's the War Stamp. There's the Infernal Blade. They're not going to commit the Doom, it doesn't look like. PA's here, and the Finger. There it is. That's one stack. And Shadows. They want more. Now, they have no clue what's
They
going on.
re-smoked and Moonlight Shadows for this game.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. They don't have Finger, but they're going to get on top of the Lina. There's the Doom. There's the Earth Spike. There is the Starstorm. Here is Centaur. He's not even going to bother. You're not worth my time, Lina. Great cogs by Clockwork, and he can TP out. Just kidding. Quincy shows up. Did he actually cancel the TP?
He canceled his TB because he knew he was going to get arrowed. Look shot away.
Nice.
But good play by the Clockwork there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I like
that was such. Those were two fantastic rotations from Southern Methodist University. They pick off the
Those
two
are the
highest
heroes
net
you
worth
want.
heroes, and
Oh, yeah.
it makes space for your PA. You're going to be able to possibly take an objective off of it. This is really what they need.
And we got some pinks coming up bottom while the heroes get close together. Centaur might be found. He doesn't want to get ignited because then he can't blink. Blink is on cooldown for a long time. In the meantime, Lion
Good
gets
buy,
caught out.
Lion.
An arrow connects, but there's no follow-up.
Uh,
Drow and PA might run into each other top. Ooh, Drow's going for the Shadow Blade. I like that because her aura is very important. So it lets her stay alive and provide the aura. It lets her get out of a fight, and it lets her find a fight.
Ooh, they smoke right under a ward here. Let's see if Southern Methodists respect this at all. Blink Yules coming out of the...
Here we go. Doom gets caught out. Laguna, Reaper Scythe once again.
I think
And
we've
now
seen
Doom-
that before.
Yes, we have. Doom's the highest net worth hero for SMU, and twice he's been Reaper Scythe.
Yeah, and he
2
goes down
minutes,
for a
he's
long
not
time,
throwing.
right? Like he's on the benchmark. He's on the bench there for almost 60 seconds after that.
He might not even remember what game he's in by the time he gets to respawn.
Yeah.
Desolator's been picked up on PA. She's scary now. Goes for the BKB next. And we're going to see a teleport. A Gust on PA. She's getting slowed. Ogre's... Oh, it's an Ogre. He can't follow it up. Oh my god. Bloodlust Drow.
Yeah,
The only
this
thing...
is
The
gonna be
only
scary.
thing that... Right? This is already fast farming hero. Now it's a Bloodlust farming hero.
Dire's bottom tower is
Well,
under attack.
SMU is doing a decent job trying to hold on to their side of the river, but UGA is still really not that scared to cross. Lion gets some D wards. Okay, getting some territory control.
I love Lina's next item. She's queuing immediately for the Aghanim Scepter.
Blow
It's
someone up.
the perfect item to pick up against Phantom Assassin. She doesn't have great strength gain, doesn't really itemize much for strength, but will pick up a BKB for sure.
Yep.
And
If
now
she
you
gets the
don't-
axe before PA gets BKB too, that's
She's
insane.
going to at this rate.
Oh yeah.
She's over halfway to it. Most likely what we're going to see.
Now, so currently 87 attack speed on Lina from the aura. A
Yep.
moon shard gives 140, so that's over half of a moon shard.
Yeah, I've seen Drow late game be providing over 200 attack speed to her team. So
She's adding a hyperstone to every ranged hero right now.
Dire's top tower
Yep.
is under
Over a hyperstone.
Dire's
and
top
you have
And-
an ogre, so you also have to factor in that. Look at this tower, it's being machine
Bye-bye.
gunned down.
Yep. The Necropos with attack speeds look so funny because it's not something you see. He has kind of a funky
Radiant's
animation
bottom
for it.
tower is under
So
And
they
here they
see
go.
they see these heroes. Lena came in, but she's gotta be careful.
SMU's not in good position to defend this. Okay, here's the
Much
vanish.
shadow.
is under attack.
Doom, blink, Doom on Lena. Okay, where's the follow-up? Lena's gonna back off. We're gonna see a Stampede come out. There's an Earth Spike
Arrow
on
connected
Necrophos
onto
and
Necro.
a double Star Storm. Okay, Necrophos down, Clockwork misses the hook. There's the finger getting the stack. Now a great flank by Taiga. Catches the Ogre. They want to get someone a little bit juicier though. Lena is in the top side. She's gonna teleport out and Drow just farms the jungle. They see Drow. Can they pursue her? They've used Stampede, they've used Blink. And Drow has a Shadow Blade in 6 seconds. I think Drow is gonna be safe unless she makes a mistake here. PA is chasing. PA has Blur.
I think they're gonna straight Roche. They're pinging Roche.
Yep.
They're like, we can do this.
Double damage and Desolace. Yes. Go Roshan. Oh my god, they're chunking Roche. Well, PA's chunking Roche. No way to defend. Clockwork will rocket it when he's up, but it might be down soon after.
Radiant's middle tower is under
They could defend
Lena's
if they
bottom too,
TP.
so I don't know.
Oh yeah, Lena TP'd bottom. Alright, so Clockwork's
scout
teleporting
it.
in. They
You know
see
what's happening?
it.
Lena's gonna run
Lena's
straight there.
running. This could be close. I think they could pull something off. Taiga Noob is going to bait. There's Dew with Infernal Blade. There's a War Stomp. They found the Drow. They're going to give her the double edge. She gets hit by the arrow. She gets taken out. Alright, now Doom is going to build space the same way he did with Bristleback last game. In the meantime, PA will try and finish Roshan. Now, Roshan has gone down. Lena backs up. I think that means that we're going to see Georgia back up as well. If Lena doesn't want to go, Georgia doesn't want to go.
This game just got so much more difficult for Georgia. They had a really solid net worth lead, but now look at it. The game's basically even. It might even be tilting over to Southern Methodist University here in just a few moments.
Yeah, Drow is really committed to farming, and because of that, when she shows up to a fight, she's not offering too much.
Yeah, the Shadow Blade, I mean, it's a great item, but you can't be the person walking into the enemy team invis. You gotta expect Southern Methodist University to have a sentry down there.
Exactly, and Lena can't be the one walking in, and Necrophos can't really be the one walking in. Ogre and Clockwork really have to throw their lives away and have their 3 range cores clean up.
Yep.
At this point into the game. And PA is a hero that's just going to jump on whoever she wants, especially with the Desolator and Aegis. She's going to go right for the Lena or right for the Drow Ranger, more likely.
Yeah, we talked about BKBs, and right now you've got one completed on Quincy on the Marana, but the Doom and PA are both about to finish theirs as well. So we're going to have 3 10-second BKBs coming up here for the side of Southern Methodist University. It looks like they're getting ready to smoke. Okay,
Oh, they're going to
Quincy
BKB
uses
actually.
The BKB.
Yeah, sorry, what are you saying? 10-second BKB, Ricky?
I meant 9-second BKB.
Of course. And there's a smoke. Okay, now we're going to see Ogre just walk up and ward. Doom Infernal Blades him. It actually chunks him because he's such high health. Bounty runes have spawned. The other one has been collected. And actually on the right side, after Ogre goes down, we're going to see Clockwork get taken out. Clockwork is a Blade Mail. We didn't even get to use it. Now the Blade Mail is to deal with PA, but it's not really that scary against anyone but Lion's Finger.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I was hoping to see a bit more out of the Clockwork, although he was in a support position and had a difficult time in lane. So Drow is going for a Dragon Lance, not a Dragon Lance, a Hurricane Pike.
Yep, she's got it delivered. It's coming on courier right now.
So Hurricane Pike and Gust are 2 ways to deal with PA jumping on you, but when PA BKB is, she has no way to deal with PA jumping on her. Unless
Just
she's
the Shadow Blade. That's it.
Shadow Blade or Hurricane Pike out. I think we're going to see a Dust Carrier soon. Actually, look at Lion. Oh, Lion's going straight for the Blink Dagger. That's why his inventory is so sad. And now it's much less sad. Okay. BKB Killer picked up on Lena. So Lena's back in the game. I think this next fight is going to be all on Lena. Lena was carrying the game early, and she's going to need to pull her weight. Not her weight. She's definitely pulling weight. She's going to need to really step up in this next fight. She can't get picked off. There we go.
BKB in mid lane, so does Doom.
Intentional BKB this time. They're going to get a kill on the Clockwork, the Spiky Frog. Now they're chasing down Ogre. These are support kills, but they're still kills. Ogre gets taken out. Lion takes this chance to level up his Finger of Death to 3. It is on
Actually,
cooldown
I
for
don't
160
think the
seconds.
finger counted. I think he
Oh,
died
wait.
before the finger hit.
They changed it in one of the little patches. You have a 3-second window.
No, I don't think the finger ever connected. I think he died before the finger actually hit him.
Oh.
So I don't think he actually got it. Drow.
Triple Gust, but Doom is going to teleport in. There's the Stomp. LSA to counter on Doom. Doom gets taken out using both ults, but a BKB on PA. They're going to chase down the PA. PA is getting lit up, though, by the high attack speed of Lena. Lena gets a perfect LSA onto Miranda and switches her target to her. Miranda very low, and so is PA. PA gets taken out, but look, that's just the Aegis. Is Necrophos going to be able to
He
get
has
away?
no
Lion
BKB
blinks
though.
into his death. Now Lena's back. PA knows she can't fight. No BKB. Lina is going to get the Yules in 7 seconds. Barely misses the LSA.
Radiant's bottom
Oh, there's the fade. It's not going to do anything. Lina has Yules in 2 seconds. They might not even need it. There's a great LSA. Takes her out.
So Drow kind of just baits the enemy team into the base, and they pay for it. That was, I mean, I don't know how much of it was intentional,
Overextended.
but yeah, Southern Methodist lose 4 for the Drow. I think they bought back Ogre. Yeah, Ogre
Hopefully
bought
the
back.
Marana BKB was at least intentional this time.
Yep. Well, they popped the Doom and the Marana BKBs on the tail end of the fight here, and then PA uses his here before Aegis expires. So when he comes back, he just dies.
Dire's middle
He
tower is
completely underestimated the physical damage that Lina's offering. 163 damage, but how many attacks is she getting a second here?
Yeah. And
0.54, almost 2 attacks a second.
well, that's without Drow Aura.
That's with one. Without Drow Aura, you're right.
has fallen.
Oh yeah, with Drow Aura and no fiery stacks, it's just under 2 attacks a second. So with Fiery Soul, she's getting 2 attacks a second.
Oh yeah.
Now is Lina gonna get an MKB? She's gonna go for a Linken's. She doesn't want to get jumped on, although the dagger throw will pop that very easily. Lina's
Drow
doing a
is
great
gonna
job
go back
farming.
to farming, getting a BKB as her next item. That's definitely the way to go here.
Speaking of farming, how are you seeing this game late?
Can't outrun a wild.
Centaur obviously can scale well, especially with Ags, but PA isn't a hero that strikes me as like the late game dominator. She seems more like the
I
mid
hear
game.
Yule's caught the lion, and he is just super dead. Arrow will be off the mark, but Quincy...
Stampede gets used so that Quincy can run it. Now he might be in
Oh,
trouble.
no.
Actually,
Ogre's
Ogre gets
just
caught him by the
stuck.
cogs. Great move stomp. Ogre gets taken out. The blade mail's coming out. Actually, a lot of damage coming out from Clockwork, but he eventually does get taken down.
He should have left his team. Hung him out to dry.
Doom is going very deep, and if he finds someone who doesn't have his ultimate, if we check the fight recap, yeah, that was definitely in favor of SMU. Although 1000 XP for Georgia. So what's
just got her evasion talent level 20. That's a pretty big deal this game, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this Gut Silence duration doesn't feel good when everyone has a BKB.
Yeah.
And they all like kind of use like Finger of Death and Doom, long cooldown. They're not trying to spam their spells.
Going forward, LSA and the Laguna.
I heard
on
the
Doom.
Laguna. Oh, but a Hoof Stomp is going to turn this fight around a little bit early. Oh my god, the Doom is interrupted by the Reaper Scythe, and just kidding, there it is, and a great arrow. They're going to take Lina out. Oh my god, that's the kill they need. Now they want to keep going. They've used their BKBs in Doom. There's a War Stomp coming out here. The Gust
This Drow's gonna do
interrupts
so much damage.
the hook shot. Unable to cast Cog. There we go. We catch the Doom. Quincy's going on the Drow. Drow doesn't want to fight. Realizes how much damage she does and turns around. Melts the Marana. Melts the Doom. Lion comes in. He's almost melted. The supports are going to beat down the Drow.
He's
They're
got a
draining the mana.
gust.
He has the Gust. Oh, Lion, please. Here's the evasion talent. No, the double
So
edge will finish him
close.
off, but Ogre will clean it up. And that's it. Oh my god,
What a
what an
fight.
insane back and forth fight. Lina and Drow were taken out though. Top net worth. Let's check the recap, Ricky.
Yeah.
Look at the XP. Both teams love that XP.
Yeah.
Look at Centaur's XP gain.
Holy crap.
Holy.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of gold going in Centaur. He claims the bounty on the Drow. He also kills, he killed Drow for 1,200 gold.
Oh boy.
I feel
Well,
like
he's-
that shouldn't happen. But I guess as being the lowest net or the second lowest on his team and Drow being the top on his team, you know?
I was about to say, well, now he'll probably go for Aghanims, and then he already has it. He's queued up a Lotus.
Wait, does he really? What the
He already
heck?
has. Now that is a game turner. So if anyone's unaware, not only is Stampede going to allow his teams to walk over trees and cliffs, but they are going to have a damage reduction for the 4 seconds it's active by 40%. Now if that happens when they see Yules come out from Lina, if she uses Laguna Blade, that is a huge deal. Because that will be 40% damage reduction. It's also going to be on Drow's 4 seconds where Drow can't really be turning and fighting.
This Drow needs that BKB online, but she also needs... I'm trying to think like what you can build on this Drow at this point. You could go Mjolnir, but
It seems kind of silly at this point.
I think
though.
you go. I think you just still all in on like the agility items, just picking up a butterfly.
I like the butterfly.
You don't want to pick up an MKB on Phantom Assassin. We'll definitely see it eventually on Marana, most likely. But
how do you feel about a Bloodthorn on Lina? I feel like that would be a great pickup for her.
oh, absolutely, Bloodthorn would be so nice. She needs to be tankier though,
Okay.
so she's going Lincolns, which I 100% agree with.
Now there's a smoke. Here we go, and it's right underneath. They
Saw
don't see it
the
from the
PA,
board.
so they're gonna try and chase him down, maybe.
I'll scan.
Oh, but there's a Dragon Slave mid. Didn't get caught. Now we see PA, but there's a Stampede. PA's gonna turn. There's the Warstorm. Everyone's popping their
Lina
BKBs.
blinked
Everyone's
in
turning up.
to
But
her death.
the hook shot actually coming in. Oh no, if Lena's down, this is not looking good for Georgia. And now Drow is down too, and Ogre has fallen. Necrophos and Clockwork are all that's left. The Reaper Scythe comes out and cleans up the PA, but in the meantime, Necrophos will get taken out. Actually, just barely surviving. He might be able to finish the Centaur. No, a little optimistic. Now we have Clockwork being chased down by the entire surviving team of SMU. His mana is drained. He's been turned into a frog. He's being beat down, up and down. He actually survived for quite a long time, but he does get taken out.
The Lina literally blinked on top of where her Drow was to like LSA this Phantom Assassin, and then just gets hoof stomped and doomed immediately. Like she just
Buyback
blinked to her own death.
Yeah, Lina had a really good early game, and I think getting a little bit cocky in the mid and late game when the fragility of your hero is seen. Oh gosh, and this tower's getting assaulted. I feel like we were just here seeing SMU going up on the high ground of Georgia. No buybacks are being spent by the cores, so Clockworks almost seems like a waste here. Now, it looks like they're going to claim this lane. 2 seconds on Necro, but they want at least Necro and Lina before they fight. Clockwork is going to buy some time. Doesn't get the Cog. A BKB comes out. He's about to get melted. We actually see Necrophos' TP get cancelled. Oh no, and that was a buyback down the hoof stomp. A double hoof stomp. Necros! This could be that. There's the Ghost Shroud trying to keep him alive, but the Stampede allows SMU to stay on top of him. They get taken out. Necrophos has to buy back. They're going to leave the range rack. They came for LSA. Almost hits 4, but just hits 1. Now,
Goodbye, Lion.
Lina and Lion both have big ults, and Lina is showing Lion just how big her ult is. Well, a great assault by SMU and a questionable defense from Georgia. They had been in control for so long, but look at the net worth right now, Ricky. SMU's taking this game back.
Oh yeah, they're actually 6,000 gold ahead. This game was so heavily in favor of Georgia, and a couple like bad fight decisions have thrown this game literally to the hands of Southern Methodist University. So,
I mean, a level 23 support Centaur. Like, where did this come from?
and
he's
look 2,000 net worth above the offlane Necrophos. Like, the entire team at Southern Methodist University is pretty darn farmed, minus the Lion.
Well, he's apart from his net worth, he's 2 levels above his Doom. He's 2 levels above his PA. This is the support. This is the support Centaur, Ricky. He's no longer a support. He's the man now.
And that solo kill he got on Drow, he got like 6,000 experience.
Now, gosh, I just love it. Now, so I wonder if you do the hoof stomp duration almost every game now, or if you do the retaliate aura.
Oh, I feel like the hoof stomp duration is a must.
Because
it's so good.
Against a Drow, though. That's a lot of attack speed. But no, he didn't. I think you do the 50 retaliate damage if you're going to go for the retaliate aura.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 4.25 second stun. Am I wrong? Did I do math right there?
Do the math, Ricky. Tell me about it.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. Necro tanks an arrow in the mid lane. In comes Lina.
Oh no, he doesn't have buyback. That's 90 seconds. Lina needs to pull something crazy out here. They get the Doom on her. Clockwork's trying to follow up. He really needs to finish the Luna or the Mirana, who jumps out, turns around with the Hex Ogre. She's no danger. Moonlight Shadow buys his team some time, and they're going to follow up the initiate. Ooh, they absolutely just exploded the Clockwork. 3 heroes down, none with buyback. Crazy arrow flies out. There's the hoof stomp onto Lina. Oh no, she doesn't have buyback, Ricky.
This game's over. It's ended.
Is this an undefeated? Is SMU, have they ever lost a game? Do they now? Are they going to go for the T4s?
They should just
what's
end
stopping
it. Like,
them?
there's no buyback.
What is Drow going to do? Drow throws the gust, but everyone has a blink. Drow hates being blunt.
They have blinks, they have BKBs, they have everything they need to deal with their
Taiga, Stomp, oh, and there's PA. What happened to Drow? It's just a mosh pit of SMU destroying towers and heroes and dreams. SMU are finishing the first season of Collegiate Dota 2018-2019, going to be invited to the post-break invitational without losing a series.
Yeah, this team, I mean, it goes to show. This team is freaking good, man. Like,
they make it look easy.
They were so far behind, and they played this so well. They just came back.
If you told me they were behind, I wouldn't believe you. 17k lead at the end, 10 kill advantage.
Yeah, like that goes to show, man. Like Southern Methodist, they know what their win conditions are. They know how to play towards it. And despite being so far behind, and what looked like a game that was definitely going to be like a 25 to 30 minute
I was
stomp for
excited for
Chain
game
Feeders,
3.
not at all. Yeah, there is no
But
game 3. They just took it.
now there is one critique I would like to offer SMU, Ricky.
Yes.
The banner game. That was the only game they had today that was not on point because their play, their teamwork, and their coordination was fantastic. But the banner game, I mean, the Chain Feeders took that one. Unfortunately, that has no bearing in who gets to play in the Invitational when we return after the break.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, you're 100% right. Hopefully,
Thank
I
you.
mean, I'm really excited to see this team play some
These
of
guys are
the
good.
other top teams outside of their division right now, because there's a lot of really good teams this year, and obviously Southern
This is
Methodist,
one of them.
just one of them. And this Invitational is going to be so freaking cool. I can't wait to watch it.
Oh,
Oh,
yes. I can't wait to be back with you and all these great teams, Ricky.
gonna be a lot of
These
fun.
guys are like I love this, man. This is like seriously, this is a team I'm gonna keep both my eyes on,
Yeah,
actually.
not just one.
Not just one, both of them. All right.
So any final thoughts for today's games, or for the future?
I think there's a lot of pressure on the players to practice over the break.
I agree.
Not just learning the new patch, very recent, but because of the invitational, there's a lot more on the line. More pressure than there ever has been in CSL history to practice over the break. And it's such a difficult balance because we've had teams that take the break off, they come back refreshed, and they crush. And we've had teams that really hunker down, they get together, they scrim, and they practice, and they come back and do well. And I think finding the balance is what's most important with enjoying your break, but making sure you stay on top of Dota because more strategies and more mechanics that are introduced with the new patch, and honestly, more patches are coming out every day at
Yeah.
this rate. The players need to stay on top of it, but they also don't want to burn themselves out. So I think as much as the break's going to be relaxing, I think that's always going to be in the back of everyone's mind is what's going on with this patch and making sure they have something in their pocket to bring.
Yep.
What are
I
what are you thinking, Ricky?
I was gonna say, I think we're going to see a very different CSL here come, you know, the next half of the season,
And
just
I'm
because
excited
people
for
are
it.
going to figure out the patch, right? We're going to have a completely different idea of what teams are doing. We may have like alterations to the patch, which is most likely going to happen, but I think teams are just scratching the surface of what they want to do, and especially after the Invitational, we're going to see a lot of top teams in the league competing against each other, and I think from there we'll get maybe our own CSL meta type of thing that we'll be building off of, which is what tends to happen here.
The best
Um,
meta.
oh, it is absolutely so fun, but yeah, I'm
Well,
excited.
SMU, it felt like they adapted to the patch well, but they really just stuck to their guns and they played the old patch. They had strong lanes, they stuck together, they pushed as a team. It was good Dota. It's
That
always good
was
Dota. It's always
definitely.
a good time when I'm with you.
Well, thank you. It's always a pleasure having the opportunity to cast with such a gentleman like yourself.
Oh, you
Um,
spoil me.
but really, all stars of today, Southern Methodist University take the series 2-0. So congratulations to them, and University of Georgia still most likely advancing to that invitational. They did finish second in their group.
They've earned it. And
So
I'm ready to
I
see.
wouldn't
They're
be
gonna bring
surprised to
it.
see them there. Maybe we'll see a rematch between the two teams. We'll see what happens.
I would
But
love to see a rematch.
yeah. But overall, thank you all for tuning in, watching, tonight's broadcast of CSL, and hopefully we get to cover some sweet games over the break for you. And
I'm sure we will.
I know we're gonna try to. So if there's something you guys want to see, let us know, and we'll bug them about it. But
For sure.
hey, Carlton, before we leave
Yes,
for this
Ricky.
break, tell them where can they find you in case they don't see your pretty face anytime soon.
Oh, they're gonna see this pretty face real soon. I'll tell you that much, whether they like it or not. But if you're looking for me, you can find me on Twitter, Carlton, CARLOLT0N, and you can find me on Twitch at Carlton, CARLT0N. Ricky, if I'm looking for you as I always am, where could I find you?
You can always find me right here at Arcryptic, on pretty much any platform. Actually, I have the name on everything. So
You don't have to brag, Ricky.
but yeah, I've got it on lock. But yeah, hopefully we'll be talking to you all soon. Thank you all so much for tuning in, supporting collegiate Dota as we are here tonight. So we'll hopefully be talking to you soon.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
Have a wonderful night.
And a good break.
Forget about the past mistakes, 'cause all you ever did was change. And I hate being with you, but I just cannot be alone. All the promises you break, you get me at a distance, babe. Now I don't wanna see your face, but I hate being alone. Yeah, I hate being alone. But I hate being alone. Yeah, I hate being alone. But I hate being alone. Yeah, I hate being alone. I hate being alone. I hate being alone. No. And I prefer to spend my nights without her. No, but I can't stay away. I wish that she could be the one I miss. But something tears me up inside when I call in the middle of the night. Forget about the love we